The Tamron 24-70mm f2.8 DI VC USD is a high-grade standard zoom lens sporting a built-in stabilizer, a marker's first on the full-frame 135 format. And specification set impossible by Canon on the high-end L series, and later copied only by Nikon, this Tamron incorporates its legacy with the VC module, vibration compensation, for a very flexible lens. At 88 of 116mm of 825 grams of mostly plastics, the first thing we notice on Tamron's 24-70 f2.8 DI VC USD is the build quality. Externally as good as the newer Canon L, somewhat feeling premium for the price, made for professionals. This is a lens from the SP Super Performance lineup, where Tamron promises its best engineering and design ideas, making the photographer's life easier. It maintains expected durability for events and journalism, and can certainly withstand field jobs, nothing wobbles or feels out of place. The usability straightforward with a frontal zooming ring, sporting a big rubberized area to enhance grip when in use, extending the internal barrel at about 3 cm, is moved from 24 to 70mm. At the back, the manual focusing ring sits in the middle of the barrel, thin and with a plasticky feedback, so I'd recommend using the internal focus. Inside, Tamron uses its USC ultrasonic drive to move the all-internal focusing groups, but lacking the speed offered by Canon's EF-L-USM. This Tamron takes its time to move the elements and lock in focus, adequate for street photography and events, but not the fastest for sports. But I found it reliable under the light, accurately focusing here on the EOS 6D, and it's fair to recommend it. Not the best, not the worst. But the biggest headliner go to the VC implementation, that promises up to 4 stops of vibration compensation, and I'll admit it, it's excellent. It's silent and smooth as Canon's IS, not jumping the viewfinder nor making any noises, and it allows for 1/10 of a second shots when handheld at 50mm, easily delivering the promised rating. It was a node market's request to have a large aperture, standard full-frame zoom, featuring a stabilizer, and Tamron delivered it first, all smooth and ready to be used. Finally, at the front, the 24-70 USD accepts large 82mm filters to avoid vignetting and flaring, and it fits right above the first optical element. The included kit adds a lens hood, not used on the following images, and at the rear the metal mount sports a rubber gasket. Tamron declares an extensive weather-resistant scheme, although I didn't test it. Overall, it's a very well put together lens, made for the full-frame market, costing a fraction of the first parties. So let's just see if they can deliver the goods over the image quality. With a 17 elements in 12 groups optical formula, sporting 3 low dispersion glass, 3 glass-molded aspherical lens, and 1 hybrid aspherical, and 2 extra refractive glasses, the Tamron 24-70 does deliver good image quality. Not the best as we've seen from Canon's 24-70 Mark II, but good enough for most jobs. The lack of corner details and overall poor contrast and poor color definition are obvious here on this cheaper formula, a step behind first-party top lenses. While wide open, it does display good levels of resolution and details around the center's frame, great for low-light outputs of portraits and snapshots. It can't really take the place of primes on our kits, it's one thing zooms already deliver. Stopping down does enhance clarity and details, being the recommended setting for large format prints, and chromatic aberrations are also visible, actually standard even on more expensive lenses. And the colors and the bokeh are okay, good to take advantage of full-frame digital cameras. The bokeh takes the shape and fuzziness of the extreme 4 aspherical lenses, with stronger circular lines over the autofocus highlights that look like rolled condoms. It's not the smoothest, and the colors are a tad less saturated, given the worst chemical coatings used by Tamron. But the main issue is a strong misalignment I saw on my brand new copy, that makes me question all third-party lenses. I struggle from Tamron, as a quick Google search can reveal. The left side of my copy focuses much further than the right, making it impossible to deliver full resolution images, no matter the f-stop. I've read complaints about Tamron's 15-30mm, 24-70, 7200 and even 150-600 zooms, and I highly recommend purchasing it from a good seller, capable of returning the lens in case of issues. And that's my main issue with this Tamron: lackluster image quality and misalignments. The idea is great, a stabilized 24-70 f2.8 made to shoot low light stills or moving action. But this wasn't the best attempt. Tamron actually already updated it, and Nikon offers a similar alternative. So for those buying the brand new, look for the newer options. And those buying the used market, beware, have fun with your camera, and nice shooting!